We're back here now. Don't worry, we're not going to interview this lazy tiger here, pretend tiger, teddy tiger. We are talking. We got Thomas back on the show again, guys.
Hi there.
You remember him from yesterday with his lovely daughter, and I already interviewed her. So just look out for Alexandra's program. And you were talking to Thomas. Thomas, how are you doing, man?
Very good, thank you.
You're on the way to travel further your travels now.
We're going up north.
Up north to
Barabao. Is that what's the name of the next place?
Tandag?
No. The next stop will be.
Barabo. Yeah, to see the island, Turtle Island and Kapgan and so on. Try to go to the sandy island, the pure.
Yeah, that was the recommendation.
Yeah, that's really good. Hopefully, the tide will play in your favor so that you can see the island submerging and all that. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming. And then we have a quick chat with you. You seem to have an interesting life. Your daughter mentioned you worked in Brazil as well.
Yeah, I spent there a year.
1 year. What did you do in Brazil?
Well, I worked on a project there. My background is human resources, and I was part of the international team working on the design of the global human resources processes. Oh. It was fun. It was interesting.
So you work for the UN or?
Oh, no. No, I work for a tobacco company, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Human resources. But you're not a smoker, huh?
I'm not a smoker.
Thank God, because if you're a smoker in Philippines right now, it's very tough. There's a countrywide ban, huh?
Yeah, there is a new law. It was introduced just a few days ago, and now it is all over the Philippines. You're not supposed to smoke in public places. We'll see how they implement this.
Well, in Davao, no smoking anywhere.
I know. Yeah. I could see a lot of posters and.
Oh, you went to Davao, right?
No, I could see the posters in Hinatuan.
Yes, near Enchanted River, yes.
Yeah, so there are very ugly posters showing what happens to your lungs if you smoke, what happens to your gums when you smoke, what happens to your throat when you smoke.
And did I show your penis? Because I think I heard it even impact your penis.
Show my penis, but
no, I mean somebody's smoker's penis. No, apparently you can't get it up anymore. That's what I heard.
Seen it.
Well, I'm not a smoker, thank God, knock on wood. Anyway. Yeah, hopefully they're going to start really implementing it and really finding these people, you know. But in Davao, I saw it really. Davao is a smoke-free city, seriously. Only smoke-free city I've ever seen in the whole world, Davao. So yeah, did that thing.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and so how did you like Enchanted River yesterday?
To be honest, I was first a little bit disappointed because you cannot swim in the very big hole.
The big hole, yeah.
They're saying this is for the protection of the environment, and I can understand that. And the only thing I wish I had known before that was not possible. So when you go there, don't be disappointed. Just get ready for the fact that you can observe the nature. You cannot really swim in there. You can swim a few meters away, not in the big blue. So that's something that was
it was a little bit disappointing. But I think it's recently,
yeah. Because all the pictures you see, there is lots of pictures of people swimming there. It must have been very, very nice. But
very nice.
I must say it was a very nice day. We went to the Enchanted River and then we made a trip with a boat. You rent a boat for 500 peso, but if you spend a little bit of time, if you allow a little bit of time, you can find other people also going. So we found a very lovely family, Pinoy family, 3 of them. So we joined them and we only paid 200 for 2 of us and they paid the rest. And then we went to 3 places. One place was kind of a restaurant where we could eat there. We had
Sibadan.
Sibadan. We had lunch there, but then we also swam with fish, and especially we swam with mantas.
Oh yeah, manta rays.
Manta rays, which is very unique, and it is fascinating. The manta would also come close to the steps and,
to be fed.
I think that comes to be fed, but nobody fed her at that time. What else? Then we went to another place, not so exciting. That was the Rocky Island. Nothing really special, but the highlight of the day was the disappearing island. Or vanishing island, as they call it, and it's a sandbar. It's not totally uncovered with the low tide. There is a little bit of water. What I like very much is the waves when they form on the sand. It was beautiful.
Beautiful,
It was
very
a nice
unique.
day. Yeah, it was sunny, nice day, so it was really nice.
I've never been to this island. I should go there. I've been there many times.
You know, in Polish we say that Smith. No, how do we say that? Shoemaker walks without a shoe. I don't know if that works in English. So you really should make up for this, and you should go to.
I got to know my own place better, huh?
Yeah, you should go there. No, it's a nice pastime. The thing is, it is a really beautiful place, and it is relaxing.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, I hope on the way out, maybe you can in the town here in Tagbina, you can buy the local coffee. There's a little shop. I'll show you where you can get a.
Local coffee, yeah.
Yeah, Tagbina coffee.
Yeah.
Tagbina coffee. That is the best coffee I ever had in my life. It's really good. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about your life before you came to Philippines. Now, your daughter said you were in Kazakhstan as well.
Yes, we lived in Kazakhstan for 3 years, more or less. We went there with the whole family. And it was with my job. I was at that time I was human resources manager for an international company as well.
So that was your background, human resources, most of the time, right?
Yeah,
and now you're retired?
All my life. No, not really retired, because I just quit my job and I decided to do something else. I came to the Philippines and I opened a restaurant in Port Barton. I wouldn't call it a retirement, especially when you work 18 hours a day and sleep only for 6.
Oh, wow.
And it goes like this for 3 months.
Nice.
That's
the high season.
That was the beginning. That was the beginning of after we just opened the restaurant.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't call it retirement.
Yeah, retirement, not retirement. Retirement.
Yeah. That's
you're more tired than retired.
Exactly. But the nice thing about it is, that we're by the seaside. So whenever I want, I can go and swim and get some rest. Or I can go on vacation in the Philippines. I can come to Mindanao. I can come to visit Frank.
Yeah, anytime. And we will come to visit you, by the way.
And you know, it doesn't require buying an expensive ticket and flying long distances. It is just like this.
Just like that, and it's so cheap too, right? Traveling.
It is much cheaper than coming from Europe.
Yeah, and the local people are really helpful, friendly, wherever you go.
They are very friendly and very helpful, and it is a pleasure.
Yeah, especially I think here in Mindanao, the people are really the friendliest. I mean, I'm not saying they're not friendly everywhere, but
I think
here
they're equally friendly. Like in Palawan, there is not much difference.
On Palawan is the same, huh? Okay, good. Then I will visit.
Please do come.
Palawan, huh? Maybe I can sail there.
Yeah, you could try.
Yeah. Maybe I can even go from Zamboanga or somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll check it out. What's the best option?
You could go from Zamboanga. That is possible.
Maybe there's a boat or something. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
No, there's no boats from Zamboanga. No, Palawan was planning on a route from south to Borneo.
Borneo, yeah.
But
Malaysia.
now that is suspended because of the
Abu Sayyaf.
Abu Sayyaf, yeah.
Actually, they just introduced from Davao now a ship, a Roro to Indonesia. But they have to be escorted by the Navy, I think. But so far, I was asking if we can buy tickets and go on the ship, but nobody seems clear about it. I think it's very new. It's only for a few weeks now, so maybe they're still sorting out all the problems, but very exciting. I've never been to Indonesia either, so that's kind of interesting. I like Indonesian food; it's really good. So, what kind of food you serve there in your restaurant?
We serve snacks, so you could have sandwich, or you can have regular breakfast. We really serve a lot of dishes for breakfast, like scrambled eggs and omelets, and
bread.
We do pancakes and we do crepe, and we also sell shakshuka, which is very popular with Israelis. And
what's that?
Shakshuka is a tomato sauce with onions and red bell pepper and spiced with cumin, so it has a distinct taste. Of course, there is a little bit of garlic, and it comes with eggs. So we can make from 2 egg shakshuka to 8 egg shakshuka if we have a big group. Yeah.
Wow,
then we also do pastas and we do burgers.
Yeah.
But I'm vegetarian, so my food is also vegetarian and vegan.
So it's more healthy.
It is not meat.
It's not meat.
I don't claim it is healthy. I just say there are people who like not to eat meat, so they have an option not to eat meat. I don't eat meat, so.
And the tourists there, you mentioned Israelis. Where are they from? Most of them are.
50% of the tourists are Israelis.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's a big group of tourists.
Why you think they go there?
Well, Israelis are banned from some countries. They cannot go to the Muslim countries. So there are lots of countries around the area here in Southeast Asia where they cannot go. So they can come to the Philippines. They're welcome here, and they go by the word of mouth. The way they travel, they do not really rely on written guides. But if somebody tells them, "I've been there, I've seen it, it was safe, it was nice," they will go. So places grow because they recommend this place to each other.
And those are the strongest tourists. Those are the best tourists, right?
They're very loyal. When they come, they keep coming to the same place many times, and they're good spenders. Conscious about their spending, but still they keep coming and spending money. So that's good.
But Israel is an expensive country, so for them to go outside, I guess.
Yeah, but if you have backpackers, those are young people. Usually people who have just finished their military service and they take a gap year before they go into university. So they're not like
big spenders.
Well, they are big spenders in my terms, but they're not. They're not. You know,
they're not the upper class.
They're not going for expensive places, and they're looking for bargains and cheaper deals.
But also good food.
And they love good food, and many of them Israelis, they have very restrictive laws about the diet. So they, not all of them, but
kosher.
many of them look for kosher food. Obviously, there is no kosher food in Palawan, but at least we do not mix meat with milk because we don't have any meat. We also make sure that we do not use any products that we don't use meat. So it is easier with vegetables. That's pretty easy because you cannot make many mistakes. That's how it is.
So that's
but you ask me what are the other nations? There are lots of usual suspects: Germans, French, Italians, Spanish. But there is also lots of New Europe people like from my own country.
Polish coming,
Czech, Slovak, people from
Russian?
Not so many. There are a few Russians, but not so many. Port Barton is backpackers' place. People who like to. Russians prefer to travel a little bit more glamour. I think they want to go to places that are more well known. So the pictures are telling you more about the trip. So I think they skip Port Barton.
What about the Asians like Koreans, Japanese, Chinese?
No.
Oh, the Koreans are almost everywhere in the Philippines.
But they don't come to Port Barton. No, the Koreans, these nations, they travel in big groups. They travel with buses. And if they come in a big group, it's usually organized. So they go to the
big
best
hotels,
places.
So you get almost zero.
Zero.
You get zero. Wow, that's really amazing.
I don't think I have ever had any Koreans.
Well, what about Japanese? Couple.
A few, maybe 2, 3.
Maybe 2, 3.
Yeah,
Chinese?
you can count them. 2, 3.
2, 3. Wow.
Taiwanese, maybe a few people, but they're really minority. They're not.
Oh, that's really surprising because actually in some parts of Philippines they're the majority, right?
I know. I know. Like when we were in what's the name? Apu Island. There were lots of Chinese and Chinese especially coming.
Sikior, Panglao, and so on and so on. Lots.
Not
do you also sell drinks there? Is it like a pub or?
We do. We have beer. We sell beer, and that's it. In the new season, we want to have a little bit bigger variety of drinks. So we will have also some hard liquor and maybe not wine. Wine is difficult to get in Philippines.
Actually, I have a friend here making wine, not far from here.
Local wine.
Yeah, no. I mean, really, fruit wines.
A fruit wine.
Really nice. Really, I can highly recommend. The price is also good, but I don't know. You're gonna have to ship it there, so that's the main problem. But I can recommend that guy. It's really good.
Everything in the Philippines has to be shipped.
Yep, everything. It's an island nation. So what are your plans? Sorry for interrupting. What are your plans for the future? We're running a bit short on time here on my camera. Are you going to hang on and then?
The plan for the future at the moment is my eldest daughter. She's coming to the Philippines. She originally came here first. So she brought me to the Philippines, and it was her idea that we could stay here and live here. She's coming now after graduating, and she wants to run Mabuti, our restaurant. So she's gonna take over from me.
And you can travel.
She brags she can be better in it, so let's see how she does it. We're #1 on TripAdvisor. Let's see if she can get us above #1. I don't know what it's gonna be. No, I think she will do a good job.
Why did she originally come to the Philippines?
On vacation. For vacation.
Right?
Yeah.
She fell in love immediately, huh?
She fell in love with the town. She fell in love with the people.
Yeah.
And at the time with the guy as well.
Oh. A local?
Yeah, local.
Oh, wow.
Local.
So she's coming back?
So yeah, she's well. They broke up already.
Okay.
But, I'm sure she will find a nice.
She won't be lonely.
No, she won't be lonely for a long time.
Okay.
There is
very
nice
good.
choice.
Very good, very good. Okay, well, we're gonna thanks for the interview now, and then we wish you a lot of luck and I hope I see you in Palawan, man.
Yeah. Come to Palawan.
Thank Thomas.
Thank you.
Cheers,
guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.